Pretty good. How are you? Where's the remote?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me? Sorry, hang on. All right.
No, you're good.
Bye-bye. I'm doing my meeting. Y'all are leaving my room. Goodbye. I don't care. Goodbye. Are you ready for this test?
No. I'm sure I would be fine, but what about you?
Oh my gosh, I thought I was okay, but when I was doing this review, I do not know the
I
answers
know.
for some of these.
Yeah, same here. I was hoping you would have all the answers.
Well, I'm hoping you have, maybe we'll match
Yeah,
them up.
man.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Let me get my pencil out. Hang on.
I know it stinks not having answers too to make sure I'm even getting the right thing.
Yeah, and I emailed Colby,
Uh-huh.
the TA, and asked him even where to find the answers to the stuff I can't figure out, and he was like, "Oh, I'm looking at the review, and I'll give you my what does he say? My hours when I'm in the office or whatever tomorrow." I'm like, "No, I need it today. I need it for our class tonight or our meeting
Hmm.
tonight." So I don't know. Okay,
Yeah.
and then we still have a quiz to do. Is that right? Or we do the exam
So we do
answers together?
I think we just do the review together. So,
Because there is something we have to fill out, like a quiz, but I don't know.
right. Well, and I just was looking at the notes from the instructor, and it says we don't even have to record this. So, I mean, it's recording anyway, so it doesn't matter, but I guess we
Yeah.
don't have to turn it in or anything.
Okay.
So, let's see. Compare your answers from the individual preparation assignment and then input the answers into the group meeting quiz. So, do you want to just start the quiz and we'll just go through the answers as we do it, or?
Well, why don't we see which ones each other's missing first?
Okay,
Because we may still have to like research and figure out where the answers are. What?
true.
Are we allowed on your user?
I said okay.
Well, so
I have to do my meeting. Y'all figure it out. Okay, so the first one that I wasn't sure about is 20.
Okay, let me look at it.
Really, that whole series, 20 through 23 and then 24. The rest I think I'm okay with.
No, that's strange. It's not showing my answer. It's showing my answers for like every other question, but not those ones.
Really?
Yeah, I know I put something down for it too. For
I didn't, because from the way it's phrased, I couldn't even think of what an answer for that would be.
well, what's weird to me is I remember doing this, and I don't ever remember them like putting the equations like that before.
Right. I remember us doing the table where we had to figure out the standard deviation, but
Right,
they gave us a mean. All we have here is the value for the mean minus two standard deviations, but or plus two standard deviations, and I don't know how to figure that out.
right.
It
Yeah, I
says
looked through all the notes. I didn't remember what I did for it. Yeah, I remember thinking the same thing for a few parts. I was like, I don't remember doing this.
yeah, this whole section is like that. I don't ever remember estimating the mean. I
That's
think either that they always gave it to us or they gave us the equation and all the stuff to figure it out.
right.
And then estimate the stand. I don't remember estimating. I thought when we did it, it was all exact.
So when it says we will assume that 1.59 is the value of u minus 2 standard that's the standard deviation sign, right?
Yeah.
Do you see what? So what does that equation equal? Or
I don't know. So you don't have it either?
no, well, it's weird because I'm wondering if I didn't say because I did like half of it and then I came back to it and I must not have saved the second time because none of my answers, like I have the first half, but none of my answers are on here. So I don't know if I saved it somewhere else. I don't know what's going on.
Well, I'm completely lost on how
Yeah,
to. how to do that.
Yeah, it would have been nice to at least have an answer so we could work through a few different ways to see if we're even doing it right.
Yep.
Assume that 1 point is the value of.
I mean, I know on the, if we did a normal distribution of that, then I know that would be like within the 2 standard deviations. I know that's where this 95% of the data falls, but that's really the only thing I could pull from the +2 and -2.
Right.
And that's not enough to answer any of these questions.
Sure. Let me see.
Yeah, I'm completely lost on those.
Yeah, and I remember looking for like those exact equations. I don't remember seeing anything.
Mm-mm. It talked about it on the part where we did the Ghanaian women and the height. But even with that, it gave us a mean so that we could calculate
Oh, you know
everything, and
what?
this doesn't.
Does because isn't one? I just googled the equation. So the value is, I think like what you're saying is what's the rule? 68, 95, 99 rule or whatever, where it's like 2
Yeah.
standard deviations away. I think that's what that is. But I don't know. So we'll assume 1 point is the value of 2 standard deviations away.
Right.
So but what is that away from?
Yeah, and how do you estimate the mean based on that?
Right. Well, is the mean what's in the middle? Because if you knew what the starting point was, then you could multiply that by 2 and then subtract it from whatever. Does that make sense?
Well, we know that 1.59 is the value of the mean, whatever that is, minus 2 standard deviations, and 2.52 would be on the other side of the mean, on the positive side.
Right.
But how do you figure out the middle from that? You don't know if the.
That's what I'm trying. I'm not.
I don't know.
I'm not too sure.
So we may just have
Pretty
to get to
much.
that on the quiz and guess,
Yeah.
and then email the teacher and tell her we're both lost on it. What about 23? Did you answer that one?
23.
The mean and standard deviation of the standard normal distribution?
See, because I didn't even know the mean, so I don't. Yeah. And this is.
Well, I was thinking that was part of that section, but then the actual question says use that nitrate concentration for 20 through 22. So I'm thinking
Oh, so that's
23 is
just
a
a general
separate question.
question.
Yeah,
Yeah,
now
'cause
that I'm looking at it. Looking for my
yeah,
paper. So
let me look and see if I saved this somewhere else, because I don't
I
have
think.
like the whole second half of this assignment for some
Uh-oh.
reason.
Okay.
So let me look around.
I'm thinking that is the standard normal distribution.
I hope this
She
is
didn't get.
multiple choice.
I know. Well, some of it's probably fill in too. She didn't give
Yeah.
very much like detail on our 1 page of notes that we could have. Have you made your 1 page of notes
No.
for the test?
Yeah. Yeah,
So this is
I'm
what
not seeing how you
I
can do.
made. Can you see what I made?
Let me see. Oh my gosh. That's nice.
So if you want me to email it to you, I will. I don't know if it'll be the same stuff that you want, but
No, I'd take it. That looks way better than anything I could do.
but I don't know if it has this mean and standard deviation of the standard normal distrib. I'm trying to see where I put standard normal distribution on here. Sample mean, population standard deviation, mean and standard deviation of the standard normal distribution. Standard.
Let me see what the question is again. What is the mean incident? So would that just be like an equation?
I don't know. I'm wondering if that's standard normal distribution.
Let me see.
The
Looks
mean.
the sample mean is the most common term.
I don't know. You know what? Why don't we just open it and see? Maybe it's multiple choice in there, and maybe something will click for us like it did last time.
Yeah.
I'm so bummed you didn't have the answers. I was like, oh, I hope he has those.
Well, I'm frustrated because I took a long time to go through it. Like I don't know what
I couldn't
happened.
even figure out how to make that question make sense to me. The whole concept of estimating the mean and estimating standard deviation does not compute in my brain.
Yeah.
And this quiz that we're doing is not the exact questions that we did on the exam review. So
Yeah.
we
Oh,
don't even
yeah.
we don't have a part 1 or part 2. So I guess we're just gonna say true to both of those. Oh my gosh. I'm getting palpitations. I'm gonna have chest pain tomorrow.
You're gonna do fine. Don't worry
Oh,
about
no.
it. Yeah,
I
you
tend to
will.
blank out on this stuff. All right, let's see. Which of the following variables is or are categorical? The number of animals in the local zoo is not categorical. That's a number. A randomly selected brand of toothpaste is. What's that? The makeup? Age in years of randomly selected vehicle in a parking lot. Categorical.
Isn't it
So
the
just number
categorical is
2?
the randomly selected? That's what I put on the notes.
Yeah, I think
Because it's
so.
not numbers, it's just a brand.
Yes. The mean IQ test score in the United States is 100. 20 randomly selected statistics students took an IQ test, and the mean of their scores was 112. Which of the following statements is or are true? 100 is, okay, so where's my parameter in
I put
statistics?
100 is the parameter, but I didn't use notes on that one. So I could be wrong.
Oh, here it is. They just didn't have 1 and 2.
Yeah, they just
brand
like
of tooth-
combined them.
Yeah, but that's number 3, that's not right. Age in years of a randomly selected, let me, hang on. I put that age in years of a randomly selected vehicle in a parking lot is categorical. But I guess that's age in
I thought a
years.
brand
Because they
just
said
says
something about age was categorical, but I guess not because it doesn't give us that option. So let me cross that out. Hang on.
well, let me look real quick.
Because the only options we have is A and B, or just one of them. And we know that
Right.
B is because that's the toothpaste. So the number of animals in a local zoo is an actual number, which is quantitative. So it's not that one. And then, okay, so for 4, I put 100. 100 is the parameter. Is that what you put?
Yeah, I put 100 is the parameter and 112 is the mean or whatever.
Yeah.
So we
The
need
statistic.
the statistic, yeah. So we need to mark both of those, right?
Right.
Okay.
Yes, because, okay. And then number 5, I put stratified sampling is best. Is that what you put?
Let me see. I put cluster.
Did you? I was thinking that today as I was doing that note sheet that maybe it should be cluster. Let me see.
Because it's
Cluster.
neighborhood to neighborhood. That's
But it
statistics.
says cluster works best when variation is low between the blocks. Subjects are put into groups that hopefully represent the population. And then
Let me
you
look at
randomly select one or more groups and sample everybody in that group. And there's a lot of variation, it said, between the neighborhoods. The values were similar within the neighborhood, but varied from neighborhood to neighborhood. So I thought that was the stratified, because in stratified, you group them according to similarity of some characteristics like age, income level, political party, and then you take a simple random sample from each group.
I'm okay with going. I was going off of memory, so you're probably right.
I did cluster for the next one, but I don't know.
Okay.
Because this one they chose a particular school district, randomly selected teachers of 4th grade, and then this experiment was conducted using all the students in the selected classes. So that sounded like the cluster thing that I just read, where they put them into groups that hopefully represent, like they're hoping that'll represent all the fourth graders, and then they select one or more groups and sample everybody in that group.
Right.
Maybe?
Why did
No?
I put systematic. I don't know why I put that.
Let me see, what did I put for systematic?
I don't
Subjects
think
are
it's
in
that.
no, the systematic is when they put them in a sequential order,
K.
then they select one and they do the kth, yeah.
Okay. Probably because I saw fourth grade. Okay, so
So I think that's
so
cluster.
for 5 you did stratified, and then 6 cluster. All right.
I don't know if I'm right though.
Well, if you use the notes, you're probably better off than I was.
Yeah, I did. I have test anxiety, so I'm like
No, I don't blame you.
cramming. Okay, at a school fundraiser. So for 7, I did simple random sample. Is that
Yeah,
what you
I
did?
got that one. Yeah.
Okay. You're good to have it by memory. I have to go back
Well,
and look at all my
I
stuff.
didn't totally memorize it, but I just looked at the different names and I tried to do it from memory off of that. So I'm 1 for 3
Good.
so far, I'm guessing.
Now for 8, I did stratified also,
Yeah,
and
me
then I
too.
was thinking maybe I was wrong because it's like, why would I use it twice?
That's what I put.
But interest group regarding engage both sides, political spectrum. So then you're still doing it by political view. So I think that's stratified.
Yeah, and it says 2 different groups, and I
Yeah.
think that's right.
Okay, so using software, what is this? Okay. Using software, calculate the mean of these data. So I got 4.771. Is that what you got?
That's what I got.
Okay. 4.771. And then for 10, I got standard deviation 1.912
Yes. Yep.
because we round it. And then a histogram. Did you make your histogram? Yes.
Mm-hmm. All right, Jessica.
Jessica Meir. Okay. So the value, what I got for 12 was, well, I have that for 11. So they messed up my numbering.
Yeah, I have that too.
I had 10 as the histogram, right?
Yeah, 10 was the
But they,
histogram.
but
I think
they,
it's screwed up because they put that one question together
yeah, for 9.
earlier. Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. What is the value of the number that goes in the position marked A? So for that one, I got negative 0.165.
See, I'm not sure if I did this one right. I got
Okay.
negative 0.0289 because I couldn't remember, so I looked online. Can you tell me what you did, and then I can
Yeah.
maybe tell you what I
So
did?
that one is where you have to do standard deviation calculation. So
Right.
you put all the data in the first column, and then you find the mean. And then in the second column where the A is, you take the data from the first column, like the 37.91,
Right.
minus the mean
Right.
and get your result. So for that, because it's 37.91 minus 38.075,
Right.
so I got a negative 0.165 for that.
So, what's up with the parentheses then? Because that screwed me up. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, up there in the columns?
Yeah.
That's just the equation, because then you figure out what the data minus the mean is, what that is. Data minus the mean for the third column. And then the next column, take whatever that result is that you got and square it.
Okay.
Or power of 2, whatever that 2 is up there. So everything ends up positive in the fourth column for the squared deviation.
Gotcha. So 37.91 minus 38.075.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't even remember what I did. But okay, so negative 0.165.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm glad. See, because I remember doing that, and I looked online, and there was some like really hard way, and I just kind of rolled with it. But
Blanked out. I don't
yeah,
know. I don't know if it's right. I'm hoping.
no, I'm
Because I couldn't get, then that third column at the bottom, if you sum it up, is supposed to cancel each other out and be 0. But I ended up with a negative 0.005 there. So I did my math like 4 times and I said, oh, well, I'm just going to see what you had and then
yeah.
we'll go from that. So we'll put it in and then we'll see how we'll do. We can't do anything about it, I guess. The value of the number that goes in B. Okay, so B for the second one is 37.25 minus 38.075, which gave me negative 0.825.
37.25. Negative 0.825, and then you square that.
And then you square it, yeah. So I got 0.681. Is that what you get?
Let me see. Yep. See, I wish it would have read like it does on the test, like saying
Yeah.
deep. You know what I mean? Because that totally made me screw me up.
That's what makes me nervous going through this. I'm like, oh my gosh, they're not going to say it the way, like on all the homework stuff we've done, all the group quizzes we've done, we've understood what they were saying.
Right.
But now it's like, wait, what are they actually? I don't know what they're asking for anymore.
Yeah. I feel you on that for sure.
Okay, 14. What quantity is equal to the sum of the numbers in the squared deviations column? I went back and forth on all of those because I really don't know what that sum is in the squared
Yeah,
deviations
I ended
column.
up doing the variance.
That's what I ended
But
up with too. So let's do variance.
yeah, okay.
What is the standard deviation of these temperatures? So for that, I got 0.715.
Yeah, that would be
Which
right
you
because I
wouldn't
was
have
using
because you didn't
I was using the
do the
wrong
whole table.
numbers.
Yeah,
Okay,
so it's
so
the S2, which is the sample variance, is the sum divided by the number in the sample minus 1. So it was 1.533 divided by 4 minus 1, which is 3, and I got 0.511. Then you take that and you get the square root of it, and that's the standard deviation.
okay.
That's what my book said anyway.
No, that's totally right. I for some reason every week I have to like relearn everything,
I know. Well,
and I
that's because we
couldn't remember it.
compartmentalize. We
Yeah,
learn, spit it out, and move on.
right. So what'd you get?
So it's 0.715.
All right, cool.
And then 15 is false.
Yeah.
Standard deviation cannot be negative.
Yeah.
16, I got, well, it's 17 now, but 16 on the actual thing we did.
Is
I
it the
got
extra
extra
dural?
dural,
Yes.
yeah, because it has the lowest number under the standard deviation, which means the data is closer together.
Right.
I can define standard deviation in my own words. True. I don't know if anybody could understand it, but I put standard deviation shows you how spread out your data is. The lower the number, the closer or more similar the data.
Yeah.
That's what I said. Okay, 19. What is the third quartile? Q3, I got 8.
That's what I got as well.
Okay.
Now was the max, is that 12?
Yes.
Just okay.
Because the box plots are not affected by outliers.
Okay.
So that 14 is an outlier, but the box plot is only the 5 number summary, so it doesn't go and get skewed like the other data.
Okay. Now this one I couldn't remember the percentage.
So the percentage between 4 and 8, 4 starts is the beginning of your Q2 data. So it's like going from, or it's like Q1 to Q3.
It's
Q1 is
50%.
25th percentile and Q3 is 75th, so it's 50%.
Okay. That's what I put, but I couldn't remember how I got to it.
Yeah, because
So
it goes by those quartiles. So it's 25% for each quartile.
Okay.
And one of the things I got wrong on the homework that we did is that it asks the lowest 25%, what hours did they study from, something like that. And I put 4 to 6 because I was thinking it was from Q1 to Q2, but it was really from 2 to 4. It's the minimum to the Q1, the lowest 25%.
Okay.
Okay, now we're on the ones we didn't know. Oh, and you have to fill it out. Awesome.
Of course.
I just can't make sense out of that. Estimate the mean of the measured nitrate concentration.
Let's see.
I'm going to go back. I know we did nitrate concentration, but they gave us a mean on that one that we did in the homework. It was in what was it? Okay. It was on like we did some of it in our L3 homework, but it was kind of the table with the squared deviations and stuff.
So I could be way off, but so in between the nitrate, or for 1.59 and 2.52, they're 0.465 from, so 2.055 is the mean of those two, and it's
Okay.
0.465 to eat. Like, does that make sense?
So tell me how you're getting that so I can get it for the
So,
actual test. So you took
honestly,
the 1.59?
It's probably too simple how I even did it.
Probably right then.
But I just added them and divided by 2. And then I took what the difference was from 2 so I took the difference from
It was
2.52.
4.01. You got 4.11
Yeah.
when you added it?
Yeah. And then when you divide it, it's 2.055. And so I just subtracted 2.52 minus that, and it was 0.465. And then I subtracted 0.465 from 2.055, and that was 1.59.
Okay, so we think that the mean is 2.055?
That's what I think. I'm probably way wrong.
Well, it's better than what I think because I have no opinion.
Well,
let's do it.
All right.
Okay, what about the standard deviation? So we think it's 0.465 then?
That's
or
what I would guess.
Value. Okay, 0.465. Okay, I don't know. We'll put, if it tells us it's wrong, then it's wrong, I guess.
Yeah.
Between what two measured nitrate, this we can figure it out. Between what two measured nitrate concentrations do approximately 68 of the data values lie? So 68% will be within one standard deviation, right? So if it's 2.055 plus our 465 for one standard deviation.
Well, you know what? I'm probably wrong then on this, because 0.465
is 1.
Would be yeah, and so if that was 1, because the 2's here represent 95, the 95% of the data.
Right. So we need to go one more for the mean. Is that right?
Right.
One more down for the mean?
Or I think we need to.
Because it does have 2.055 on here as an option for number 23, so that number may be right, just probably.
I'm thinking I'm thinking I could be way wrong on this, but 0.465 may need to be divided into 2, and then that could give you your 68th percentile. Does that make sense at all?
Yeah, let me go
So
back.
instead of like 0.465, standard deviations away, it would be,
Tell me how you got the 0.465 again.
okay, so we got the 2.055 as the mean,
Right.
which could be way off. But then I subtracted the 2.52 from 2.055, and that's how I got the 0.465. And so I just want to see if it was like the correct deviation, I guess you could say. And so I subtracted that from 2.055 and it was 1.59. But I think since it says U minus 2 standard deviation, U plus 2 standard deviation,
So we need to divide the
that means that
0.465.
it's in the 9. Yeah, so if we divided it by 2, I think that's what the 68% would
That
be.
sounds right. Sounds right to me, but I don't know. So that would be 0.23 to what?
So let's see.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that would be
0.2325. So
6.25.
2.055
So 233.
plus 0.232. So let's see. Do they have 2 point? Yeah, they do. I think it's the last one.
You think so?
2.288. Let me see something.
We still think 2.055 is the mean, right?
Yeah, I think it is. I'm pretty positive it is now.
All right, so let's do it. We'll just see. So we need to change number 22 though.
Yeah, to point.
The 0.233.
I mean, it matches up, so I hope.
Well, I hope
I'm
so,
not
and then I'm
matching
going to
up.
study the heck out of this so that I can actually regurgitate it. I may have to update our one-page form on this
Cool.
particular thing, and then I can email it to you tomorrow.
Okay, that works.
I hate having a test in the middle of the week. I wish it was due on Saturday.
It's the worst. And I didn't want to do it on Monday before we met, you know?
Yeah.
So.
Okay, so the mean we're saying is 2.055, standard deviation 0.233. Between what two measured concentrations? So 1.822 and just filling it out on my
No,
notebook.
you're good.
Okay. What's the value of the mean of a standard normal distribution? Okay, I'm gonna have to Google that. Maybe that's just something easy that my brain is too fried.
I mean, is it for that question or how would
No,
you
it's
even
an
answer?
additional question. Value of mean of standard.
Value.
And isn't that like it's the same as that part of the parent population thing? My brain is fried. Oh my gosh.
You look at this stuff long enough, it definitely will be.
Yeah, should not be this hard. Okay.
I just don't get what we're supposed to put, like a equation or something, or.
I don't know. Standard deviation of survival time.
Value of the mean.
I was feeling so confident from how good we were doing, and then
Yeah. Well, I mean, at least we
lost it
got
all.
through. At least we got through most of it so far.
Yeah. We'll see what our score is. Okay, where does it talk about that standard deviation?
So I just Googled it, and it says, let's see, let me make sure it's the right question. What is the value of the mean of a standard normal? A normal distribution with a mean of 0 and a standard deviation of 1 is called the standard normal distribution. So I think it's 0, and then the next one's 1.
Yeah, let me go back to that. Where's my test? The value of the mean and the value of a standard distribution. Yeah, okay. So the mean is 0. Yeah, I think you're right.
Okay.
The mean is
If
0.
you want, I can send you the link so you can read it over.
No, I see it
too.
right here in my notes.
Oh, okay, cool.
I don't know if I have it on my little one page, so I need to look. Distribution spread. Value of the mean. I know I've put 0 and 1 on here somewhere. Normal density curve. Mean. Histogram. Distribution. Sample variance. Median. Normal density curve. Symmetric bell curve. Two properties are total area under curve equals 0. Always lays on. No, I don't have it on here, so I need to add it right here. Normal density curve. And that's number
24.
Okay. And then I need to put the C review for estimating mean. All right, so I'm going to update this so we have something to look at. Okay.
Cool.
So we'll go with that and see. Okay, so for 26, I got, whoa.
And I'm gonna be relying on you on these last ones because my notes are, unless if you want me to try and solve them before.
Well, this
but
first
it might
one
take
I
me a
didn't
while.
get, so maybe you can help me with
Okay.
it. So it says, what is the probability that a randomly selected student will score above 542.3 on the GMAT?
Okay.
I couldn't
So
figure
that's-
out when the mean is 542.3, how do you figure out how many can score above that? Because you can't minus it from itself to get the
Right.
z-score.
So 0. It is shown that the scores of the GMAT are normally distributed with a mean of 542.3 and a standard deviation of
Like I could see putting it in the applet with the z-score, but without a z-score, how do you do it?
Yeah, well, I mean, because normally you do that, subtracted the mean, which is 542.3, right?
Right.
The
And then divide it by
minimum.
the standard deviation. So I tried just dividing that by the standard deviation, but that didn't work.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And you can't do it by the minimum GMAT that's required because that's not your mean. You're supposed to do it by the mean, and your mean is 542.3. We don't have an X variable. Maybe that's what we have to do, is figure out the X variable. But we don't have a z-score. I don't know.
Because the z-score is the mean, the whatever number you're looking for minus the mean divided by the standard deviation, right?
Right.
And then I'm trying to remember, how do you plug the z-score back in?
Well, you can solve for X if you have the z-score, but I don't know how to solve for X and for z.
Right. Huh. Okay.
I guess we could do a workaround and figure out the z-score for one standard deviation and try, well, okay, wait, I might have a thought coming to me.
Did you try and put this in the applet by chance?
Well, I didn't know what to put, but now I'm thinking we can draw the red line for the mean in the applet, right? Like maybe we could put the 542.3 in there. I didn't think about that till right now. Let me see where the. So if we. Oh no.
Yeah, I mean, when you put the z-score in and you put it, I mean, if that's what the z-score is, then maybe it's just 500. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's supposed to be the mean. And it's
Well,
asking.
I mean, I put it on the applet. That's why I'm saying with a mean of 542, because you did everything you needed to get the z-score, and then when you put the z-score in, then you.
So what did you put in the applet?
I just put 0 because I mean that's what you'd get if you subtracted 0 by 121, right? Yeah, because you can't. Yeah, so you'd get 0. I put that in the applet, and then it said scoring above, and it's just divided in half. So it says 500, but I don't know.
I don't know. Probability that a randomly selected student will score above 542.3. It's probably some easy answer that I just can't.
I know.
Imagine.
That's the worst. Let's see. So you got the next one though, right?
Yeah, so the next one is the same. Like it's z equals 600 minus 542.3 divided by 120.54. And that equals 0.4786. And then on the applet, since it's the score below 600, you highlight the middle and the last part, and I got 0.6840.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, I just put it in. That's what I got too.
Okay, so we'll do. Where'd it go?
0.684. Hi, baby.
Whoops. 0.684. Okay,
I think the other one's probably 500, to be honest, but I'm probably wrong.
You think so?
I mean, how else are you supposed to figure it out, you know?
Let's just put it. Let's put 0.5 because that one says round to the nearest 10th.
Yeah.
So we'll just put 0.5. If it's wrong, it's wrong, and we'll see.
Okay.
Hi.
Oh, this is my baby. Can you say hi? Here. She can't see you. Say hi.
Hi. Okay, so the next one. The next one is the score above. So on this one, I did that reverse where you do the 1 minus the score you just got. Because we just got the two sections below 600. So I did 1 minus 0.6840 and got 0.316.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly how you're supposed to do it. So.
That's one of those rules of probability things.
Yeah.
Axioms of probability or whatever it's called. Okay, and the next one, the 10th percentile. I got negative 1.282 for in the applet when I put 0.10 in the top and then shaded the area to the left. And then you have to calculate x using using that z-score. So x equals the mean plus the z-score times the standard deviation. So I got 387.768.
That's for 29?
Yeah.
Okay, 387.768.
And it says round to the nearest whole number, so 388.
Oh, hold on, baby. Okay. So that means they got a really bad score.
Yeah. 10th percentile. Yeah, they're not going to get admitted to the school for sure.
No.
And then 90th percentile was the same formula, and I got 740 would be that one.
I don't know why I put a negative in the other one.
A negative?
Yeah, for some reason I put a negative. Hey.
Well, it is negative. I mean, you're doing it by the negative 1.282.
Right.
But when you multiply that by 120.54, you get a positive.
Right. And you can't have a negative score, so.
Yeah, I can't have a negative. Okay, first quartile is 25th percentile, so I put 0.25 in the top of the applet, shaded the area to the left, got the z-score negative 0.674, and then same thing as the other ones, calculate for x. So I got 461.056.
056. All right.
So it says round to the nearest whole number, so I guess that's 461. I don't know if I'm right though.
I'm sure you are.
I don't know. We'll
Because you're
see.
going through the right ways to do it. So
Yeah, if the methodology sounds good to you, it's probably
yeah, no,
okay.
it sounds like what I
Third
did.
quartile, same thing for third quartile, and I got 623.54, so it would be 624 for the answer. Okay.
Did they add
Is there-
questions? Wasn't there only? Did you have more than 32?
No, well, remember they put multiple factors for one question. Like we had some
Oh
questions that
yeah,
we
yeah. Okay,
So it's 32 questions on our thing, but it's 35 because they split them out.
gotcha.
So with a simple random sample of 15 for 31, I got, or 30, 33 on there, mean distribution of sample mean scores. Okay, so the mean for that, what is it asking? What is the mean of the distribution of sample mean scores? So the mean is still the same. It's still 542.3.
Yeah.
Right? Because
Yep.
the mean of a sample mean is the same as the parent population.
Yep.
542.3. Is that what it was? 542.3?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And then standard deviation, you take 120.54 divided by the square root of 15. I got 31.123 out for that one.
What was it? 120.54?
Divided by the sample, I'm sorry, by the square root of 15.
Oh no, you're good.
31.
Divided by the square. So you got 31.123.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that what you got?
Yep.
Okay.
Right.
And then
It's
the
not that I
last
don't trust
one-
you. That one just seemed quick enough to plug in. So.
Oh no, I appreciate the double check.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm relying on it actually. And then the last one, I got okay, that's where you take z equals x minus mean divided by standard deviation divided by the square root of n. So for that one, I got 600 minus 542.3 divided by 120.54 divided by square root of 15. And I got 1.8539.
Wait, what'd you get?
1.8539.
I must have done something wrong. Because you said 600. Let me do it again. 600 minus
542.3
542.3
divided
divided
by
by
120.54 divided by square root of 15.
okay, there we go. So 1.854.
Yeah, and then plug that into the applet, and I got 0.0319 for the probability.
Let me look at, what was the question? Will be greater than 600. Okay.
Yeah, greater than.
And so you got 0.031
Yep,
or 319.
0.0319, so it'd be 0.032.
Okay, cool.
Does that sound right to you?
That sounds right.
So we want to submit it and see what we get?
Oh man, I don't want to submit it. I'm too nervous.
So nervous. Okay, I'm doing it
All right.
anyway.
Oh, I almost forgot
94.
to say 94.
94.
Sweet.
So what did we miss? Maybe that one with the 0.5? No. The variance. Of
Which
all
one?
the questions, that's what we missed, really?
I got a 91. Where did I must not have put something in right.
Uh-oh. Look for your X's and see.
Okay, did we get 13 right?
Yeah, 13 should have been 0.681.
0. Oh, I put a negative instead of a 0. I must have
Oh.
hit that because they're right next to each other. Oh, man.
Well,
Oh, well.
just tell them because they can look at my score. I mean, we're in the same group, so.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have to make those things make sense to me for estimating. I have to get that stuff to make sense to me. So none of these is correct. So what is that thing equal to?
Which one are you looking at?
The one we got wrong on 14. What is that quantity equal to if it's not equal to any of those? It's just a number?
Yeah, I guess not. I don't even remember going over squared deviations very much.
Well, it's just that one column where you take the deviation and square it. That's all it
Right.
is. But
Right.
you do sum it as part of the process. So
maybe it's just a number. It's not even anything.
Must be. Okay, so then
And then that one in 30.
the answer is none of these is correct. And then we got 30 wrong?
Yeah.
Oh,
or at least I did.
Yep. GMAT score that corresponds to, well, we did the.
I have a friend. I have a friend.
Third quartile is 0.7, is 75th percentile, right?
Yeah.
So why would it work? Why would the same thought process work for the first quartile, but not the third quartile?
I don't know. Wait, you got 32 wrong?
Oh, wait. No, I'm looking at the wrong
Okay,
question.
I was like, wait, I think we got those right.
Looking at the wrong number.
At the 90th percentile.
Yeah, the numbers got me off 90th, but we did the same as the way we did 10th percentile. We did the same thing.
Yeah, walk me. How did we do that again?
Okay,
Or how did
so
you
take
have
the
it written down?
applet, and in the applet, you put 0.9 in the area, right?
The z-score?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, 0.9 in the, because it's 90th percentile, you put 0.9 up in the. Oh, I bet what I did wrong was, okay, so when you put 0.9 in the area for the 90th percentile, then I probably should have left shaded both the areas underneath it, and I think I only left shaded the middle part. No, I didn't. What did I do wrong then?
Well, I think it would be the score corresponds to 90.
You know what? I bet it's like the 10th percentile was the negative 1.282. I bet it's supposed to be positive 1.282 because it's just the flip side of the 90th is the flip side of the 10th.
But it's a number, right? So how would we get the score number?
That's when you have to calculate x. So I think what I should have done is 1.282 as the z-score, and then you take 542.3 plus 1.282 times the 120.54. I don't have my calculator up. Let me see. 1.82 times 120.5. So I think it should have been 696.83.
So 697.
Yeah, I'm hoping that they'll give us the correct answers for these before the test tomorrow.
Yeah, me too.
So we can know, we can figure out what we did wrong.
Right.
Okay, sorry about that. I got that one wrong.
No, you're good. Don't be sorry about. I'm sorry. I was like a dead.
You helped me figure out those. You helped us figure out those 3 questions, though.
Yeah, that was lucky. Huh?
No, that was inspiration, buddy. That was inspiration.
Every once in a while, I get a little bit lucky.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Well, hey,
All
I'll
right.
take a 94 even a 91 any
Yeah,
day of the week. So I'm gonna
definitely.
email
Even
her.
on the final. Okay. You want me to email it to you at the school address?
Either one, yeah,
Okay.
wherever.
So I'll finish updating that tomorrow at work, and then I'll send it to you.
All right, sounds good.
Good luck tomorrow.
All right, you too. Thank
All
you
right.
so much.
You're welcome. I'll see you
All
Thursday.
right. All right, sounds good. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.